It's also one of my favorite intros, so I just kind of want to keep it going. But a couple more in the YouTube chat right now. We have Texas Liberty, Hank, saying, I can see Toronto being a wild card team, and everyday Mets. Nice job kicking butt. Go Jays. Yes, the Blue Jays certainly helping out the Mets. Also, like, not that we're not shedding any tears for the New York Yankees, right? Obviously. But that's a weird schedule that they have to deal with, because the 4th of July game, we're recording this at 12:45 Mountain Time here. That game starts at 1. The Blue Jays game ended last night. Was that like 8:30 Mountain Time? So 10:30 Eastern. It's not a lengthy trip back to Toronto. You do have to deal with some customs a little bit and all of that. But I think it was a really, really difficult kind of turnaround for the Yankees. I was surprised that yesterday wasn't a getaway day and that game was in the afternoon, letting the Yankees get back for the 4th of July and their afternoon game. But either way, Mets had it's been an interesting year for the Mets, kind of a little bit up and down, but this is a very, very big series for both of these teams now, this Subway Series 2.0. So I'm very intrigued as to what's going to happen in those games coming up for this one today. The Stinkies are on a 13-game no-day off streak. Oh, those poor things. Oh, the poor Yankees, whatever will they do? And look, a lot of people are going to be seeing this after the fact, and who knows what the result is. So hopefully we're not jinxing anything for the everyday Mets. But I mean, look, like this is, the Yankees have had a couple of years in a row where they have had a bit of a speed wobble in June. And you look, it is a younger, bit more athletic roster, but they still have a bit old on that team. And so having the quick turnaround going into the 4th of July, having 2 weeks of no days off or anything like that, it starts to wear. And also, they're playing their worst baseball of the season at this time as well. So you're not getting any days to just like, God, can we just get away from the ballpark and just decompress and think about anything else and try to get our minds right. It is just day after day, reminder after reminder. Hey, you guys are playing pretty awful right now. You want to fix that? Didn't fix the next day. Hey, it still sucks. You guys want to deal with that? And now you have the Blue Jays and the Rays just breathing down your necks, and you could end today in 3rd place in the American League East. So yeah, things are kind of faltering around New York right now. Certainly in the Bronx, anyway. So yeah, again, does not break the heart all that much to see that happening with the Bronx Bombers. As far as where the Blue Jays could go, Texas Liberty saying, I can see a wild card for Toronto. I do think that is still probably the most realistic path here. This is a Yankees team that is still very good. And you would have to assume that improvements are coming. DJ LeMahieu is not going to be their second baseman as of this time in August. I think that they are going to figure that out, probably with another third baseman, move Chisholm to second and kind of figure it out there. And so I do think that from this point on, the Yankees probably do still have a better regular season than Toronto has, but I am not overly, I don't want to say not overly concerned, but I'm not overly intimidated by the Yankees come playoff time. Their best hitter has yet to show that he can be their best hitter when it comes to the playoffs, and they have a starting rotation where one dude scares you, right? And if anything happens to the not often healthy Max Fried, then this thing goes south in a real hurry. They're putting Stroman out today as a viable starting option, as their second best guy. His ERA is 9. So there are some concerns with that. So I think that there are some real problems with the Yankees. And so I think could the Yankees catch the Blue Jays, and which is a fun thing to say, and still win the division? Absolutely they could. And I do still think probably the most likely scenario is Toronto is a wild card team, for sure. But I think the Jays, when you go into the playoffs with Gausman, Berríos, and Bassitt as your 1, 2, 3, and Bichette and Springer and Vladdy as just being consistent hitting options, and now Kirk apparently is that as well. This is a team that is going to be the nobody wants to face them in the playoffs sort of a thing. And so that is why I just think there is going to be a chance for this team to really do some damage this year. And that's why I think you should make a real push with this roster. Like Everyday Mets is saying, Rays no home, borrowing the Stinkies spring training facility. It is like losing to their very own minor league team. That is also very funny. A little bit like, ugh, really? We're competing here and having to, like, we did spring training here and now we're losing to a team in our own spring training facility? What are we doing? That would be a little bit of a downer. Deeds, thanks for letting me know that Twitch is being a little twitchy. That is a little frustrating. So hopefully, I don't know. I certainly don't have the technical experience to try to get that back on track here. So hopefully it is okay. Oh yeah, look at that. Unstable is where we are at this particular time. So hopefully that gets better. It's looking okay on my end right now, but we'll see how that kind of continues to go along. So hopefully it ends up being all right. But yeah, like this team... Are they a team that is like, even though they are in first place right now, are the Blue Jays a favorite to be first in the American League East when all is said and done? I would not believe that. Now, I think that is in their range of outcomes, and I also think that that is one of the reasons why this team deserves a move or two, because this is now a possibility. No one thought it was a possibility coming into this season. We all thought that by this time, this team would be about 2 games above 500 and would be, well, we're not going to sell off these pieces now, so let's make a couple of fringe moves and just see. Now you have a proof of concept that this thing works, that this team can be a division leader past the midway point of this season. So load up, like really take advantage of this opportunity. Do what they did in 15, where you saw there was a chance to get the Yankees, and there was a real team that could really be built on with Donaldson, Bautista, Encarnacion, Russell Martin. So go out and they improve at shortstop. They get that ace, who didn't end up being a real ace in the playoffs all that much, but still, go out, get that ace. They help improve the bullpen. They help improve the top of the lineup, going out and getting Ben Revere. Like, they really made those moves to say, this is a team that can compete. Well, this is a team that can compete. So give them a couple more pieces to really compete with and really make a charge at this, because it is all right there for them right now. Everything is changing around Couch Potato Diary, kind of always. So keep in touch with the show. Follow me on social media. I am at Primetime Klein on everything. Instagram, X, TikTok, Threads, and over on Blue Sky.